it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Hannah. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out me and my YouTube channel for today's video. I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing the color of the year for 2021 inspired makeup look. So the color of the year for 2021, actually probably should say colors because there's two. So the first one is gray, and gray is to represent the darkness and the dreary times that we all endured back in 2020. And then the yellow is inspired about the happy times and that maybe we can hopefully turn this whole pandemic thing around in the next couple of months and get slowly back on track with everything. So I think that was a really beautiful meaning for why they picked the colors that they picked this year. So I'm going to be doing an eye look inspired by the colors of the year. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this makeup tutorial. Alright, so I had to dig around in my makeup collection because I couldn't really find a gray eyeshadow that I wanted to use. So I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to use this big old thing from Sephora. I believe that this is called the Into the Stars palette. I don't remember what year this is from, but this is from one of their holiday collections. I'm going to be taking the matte gray color in this eyeshadow palette, and what I'm going to be doing with this color is taking it and applying it to the inner part of my crease. Now, I've already primed my eyelid with the e.l.f. The little putty eye primer in the shade Cream, and I've already filled in my eyebrows with the LA Colors eyebrow pomade. I picked that up the other day from the dollar store because there's a dollar store right down the road from my house now, and I was just generally really curious about like a $1 eyebrow pomade. I like it. I think it's okay. The formula is really good. I had a problem with the coloring. This is supposed to be soft brown. This doesn't look like soft brown. This looks like straight up black. And then the black looked super, super dark. So, I don't know. I might go back and get the taupe. But I don't know. So anyway, I'm just going to apply that shadow to my eye with the e.l.f. eye contour brush. Taking a very small, fluffy, this is kind of like a flat top crease brush right here. This is a little bit more on the medium spectrum. This isn't really small. I'm just going to take this. This is a clean brush, and I'm going to blend out those edges just to make everything look a little bit better. I've actually never played around with the darker shades in this palette because normally grays and blacks are so patchy because they're really hard to create, and this is actually pretty impressive that this is as pigmented as it is. Like, I am really surprised with the quality. Sometimes because, you know, the Sephora brand, it is made with cheaper ingredients, even though they label it Sephora brand. You know, everybody kind of thinks that it's going to be a really good quality. And for the most part, their products are good quality. But sometimes with these holiday kits, like, the quality just isn't there because they put more effort into the packaging and the gimmick of actually creating the product itself, like making sure the actual product itself is good. So I'm, like, really impressed with that gray. That's like a really pretty gray. I will say this though, if you have this palette at home and you haven't really played around with it, because I do agree, like, it is kind of a little uninspiring to create looks with. I'm going to pick mine up real quick and show y'all. The blues in here are like really pretty, and you can create some really pretty looks with the shades. The blues are like really nice. The greens are very patchy. I don't really like the greens, but the blues are really pretty, like that navy blue, and then that kind of sapphire blue are just chef's kiss. So anyway, just thought I would kind of give y'all a little update about that, and just kind of tell you that if you do have this palette at home, it is really fun to play around with. The only thing I didn't like in this palette was the lip products. I found that those were really patchy and really hard to work with, but everything else in this palette was chef's kiss, and if they brought this back, I probably would buy another one and give it to someone. Alright, now going into the Tarte Rainforest as the Sea Volume 3 palette. I'm going to be taking the shade Treasure, which is just right there. It's just a really pretty kind of off-white shimmer color. What I'm going to do is pack that onto this part of my lid right here, like the little inner and center part, and I'm going to be using this flat shader brush to apply it. I really like this Tarte palette, and I use this on an everyday basis to create everyday basic eye looks with. I know a lot of people don't like this palette because it's an all shimmer palette, but if you have a lot of palettes like I do, it's pretty easy to like mix and match palettes with this product. So I don't mind that. I really like Tarte. I know Tarte is a very basic brand, but I really do enjoy their products. Going into my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 eyeshadow palette from Morphe. I haven't used this yellow yet in this palette, so I really wanted to use it. So that's why I chose to use this yellow. It is in the shade No Joke. It's just a really pretty sunshine yellow. What I'm going to do with that shade is pop that right here onto the outer half of the crease and into the lid. And while I'm going to be applying that shade is with this little brush right here. This is kind of more of like a flatter, fluffier crease brush. And this is just what I'm going to be using to apply that shade. And then I'm going to be going into my blending brush and blending everything out. Alright, so now that I have the shadow blended out, that yellow is a little bit patchy, but to be fair, most yellows are pretty patchy as well. It did have to be layered up quite a bit. The only yellow that I've really found was like a really good, solid, true pigmented yellow is from Colourpop. It's in the Yes Please palette. And I don't even think that palette's available anymore. That's like a really good yellow. I also have like a little bit of a dry patch right there on my eyelid where I put the yellow over here, and I can kind of see it, and it's like bugging me. But anyway, we're just going to move on, and now we're going to be doing some mascara. So first I'm going to be curling my eyelashes with my very new e.l.f. eyelash curler, and then I'm going to be applying some mascara, and I'm going to be using the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. And I have to say, I'm really excited for next month, because next month is February. That is my birthday month, and I get to go get my free gift from Sephora. I don't really know how I'm going to be doing that this year, because that requires me to go to the store. I might just send someone to get it for me. But anyway, this year's birthday gift is like a little kit from NARS, and you get the NARS Laguna bronzer, and you get like a little lipstick, and I don't know why, but I'm just really excited for that product, because I've always wanted to try NARS Laguna, but I just cannot bring myself to pay that much for a bronzer. So the fact that I'm going to be getting a little bitty size of it is like so exciting to me. I look forward to my birthday every year, low-key, just so I can go get that free birthday gift. So I don't know how I'm going to do that this year, but I'm definitely not going to miss out on it. Even if I have to order something just to get it, I'm going to get it, because I want that bronzer. Like, I am so excited. Now it is time for lashes, and I'm going to be using my new Profusion Iconic 3D Fox Mink lashes, and I believe that these are in the style Oh Darling Natural Wispies. That's what it says here on the packaging. This is just what it looks like. It comes with a set of 5 of them, and I'm looking back here on the back, and it doesn't say if any of them like are different names. So I'm assuming that all of these are in the style Oh Darling, but I'm really excited to use these. I haven't used these yet, and I got these for Christmas, so I'm really excited. And then for how to apply them, I'm just going to be using my little metal eyelash applicator, and I'm going to be using my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive Glue. I know that it does come with glue in this little kit right here. I'm not the greatest at like these squeeze bottle glues. I always get them everywhere, so I'm going to probably give that to my mom, just because I like glues that have the brush tip, because it's a lot easier for me to work with. But either way, I'm really excited, so I'm going to go ahead and go apply them now. Alright, y'all, so I am back, and we are going to be finishing up the rest of my makeup. So, the very first thing that we're going to do is go in with some foundation. Today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I am in the shade... What shade am I in? I don't know. Oh, porcelain. I'm in 405 porcelain. It was right there, and I kept looking for it here, and I kept looking for it here, and I was like, where is the shade? But it's like right here on the back. It's like a really tiny writing. So I'm in the shade of 405 porcelain. This is the lightest shade. Like, I'm not even kidding you. But the shade selection is actually pretty good. They don't have the greatest shade selection in store. The best place would be to order this online because they have over, I think, like 40 something shades in their shade range, but at stores they'll only carry like 30 or maybe 20 shades, which still isn't bad, but they do have shades that are like really, really deep, which we love that. We love inclusivity here on this channel. So anyway, I'm just going to use this foundation today. I'm going to be using my little elf sponge to apply it. I don't like the scent of this foundation. That's probably the one thing that I don't like about this. It is a full coverage, and it does feel pretty lightweight, but I don't like the scent of it. I don't like the fact that it smells a little bit like rose water. So if you like that scent, cool. I don't really like it, but anyway, I'm just going to be going in with about 3 pumps of this foundation. That's about how much I go in with. You can use however much you want to. This is also a very... I mean, I know it's a liquid foundation, but this is a very, very thin formula. Like, it's really, really watery and very, very liquidy. It's not a thick formula. It's a very, very thin formula. So, you do kind of have to be careful with this product when applying it because it can be a little tricky because it'll, like, slide off the sponge and stuff. But either way, I really do enjoy this foundation. Alrighty, so now that I have my foundation all blended out, we're going to be moving on to concealer. But first, I really quickly need to mention that if you see my ear right here and how red it is when I was putting on my foundation, moving my hair out of the way, my cartilage earring is actually infected. I woke up with this morning and it was like infected. So it is really red, and it actually kind of does hurt if you touch it. So that is why my ear is red up there, in case any of you are wanting to know. But I'm okay. I'm cleaning it. So now we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using my Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And I'm going to be using the shade 02 Fair. This is probably my current favorite concealer. I actually really like this concealer. It's a good matte full coverage concealer. So I'm just going to do a little bit on my eyes and a little bit on my chin and my forehead area and blend out with my sponge. I'm going to be using my Hard Candy Loose Translucent Powder to set my under eye in place with. And I'm just using this little brush from the brand Up and Up. I really like this brush for setting the under eye. It does a really, really good job. I don't know if Up and Up is available anymore at Target or not. I haven't been to Target in a very long time, and I'm having Target withdrawals, but, you know, trying to stay home like everyone should be doing right now. You know, just trying to keep myself occupied. Going to my LA Color is a white eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to be applying this to the waterline because I have really missed this pencil, and I actually misplaced it. And then when we were redoing my room and everything and cleaning everything out, I found it, so I was really happy. So I'm just going to quickly twist this up. So there we go. I really like this eyeliner pencil. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't go anywhere throughout the day. So that is a super big bonus for me. I still haven't found a good gel white eyeliner yet. I'm still on the hunt for that. I thought NYX might have something, but I don't know. I looked on their website, and I guess they don't. I guess they did away with their colorful gel liners because I can't see any of them on their website anymore, which is really bumming. I hate when makeup brands retire things and they don't tell you about it, and it's kind of like, well, dang. I missed my shot to buy something that I really used to and enjoy. So now that I have that on, what I'm going to be doing next is going into the lower lash line area. So I'm going to have to quickly rearrange some things over here to get to my palette. So what I'm going to be doing is going into the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette from Morphe for the lower lashes. And I'm going to take the shade No Joke and smudge that along my lower lash line area with this e.l.f. concealer brush. Now I'm going into my Covergirl highlighter. This is in the shade Pearl Crush. And what I'm going to be doing with this highlighter is applying this to my inner corner. Now I'm going to be using this a little while on the high points of my cheekbones, but right now I'm going to be applying this to the inner corner just to kind of add a little bit more of pizzazz and a little bit more oomph. So I actually really like this highlighter. I didn't think that I would enjoy it at first, but I actually really do. It's really pretty and it's really, really glittery. Typically I don't like that myself. I've tried to steer away from really chunky glitter highlights, but this one in a sense is like, so it's chunky, but yet it's subtle that I don't really mind it. So I actually really like that product and really enjoy it. So yeah, and then this little lip brush right here makes the perfect little inner corner highlight brush. So that is a win-win right there. Going back into the NARS, this is the Climax Extreme Mascara. Going to go into this with my lower lashes, just to kind of add my lower lashes a little bit of pizzazz. Because I literally have the freakiest, longest lower lashes on the face of this earth. It is probably really freaky how long my lower lashes is, but it is what it is. So I actually kind of don't mind it. I actually really like it. And I wish my upper lashes was as long as my lower lashes. And before anybody says it's because I wear false lashes, that's actually false. My upper lashes have always been really, really short and thin, but I think that has to do with my osteogenesis imperfecta, because it does affect collagen. Collagen affects a lot of things in your body, and one of the things that collagen can affect is hair growth. So I kind of think that maybe that might be what affects my lashes, because I'm just one of those people, I just don't have really long lashes, and I really wish I did, but I don't. Mine are very short and very, very stubby, but at least I have lashes. Alright, so now I'm going to be going into my Makeup Revolution. This is the Mega Bronzer, and I have to agree with them. This is pretty mega. This is pretty huge. This is probably bigger than my entire face. But this is in the shade 01 Cool, and I'm really excited because I don't think I've used this bronzer yet in a tutorial. I might have and just not have realized it, but I don't think I've used this yet. So I'm going to be using the Essence Bronzer brush to apply it. I'm going to be going into the Tarte blush in the shade Quirky, and this is just what it looks like. And to apply it, I'm just going to be using this blush brush that I got off of eBay. I actually really like this. I only paid like $1 for this brush, and it's a really good brush. It's a flat top blush brush, so I mean, I really like it. Normally I go for a more angled brush whenever I apply my blushes, but I kind of just wanted to try something different, so that's why I ordered this brush to give a try. That Covergirl True Blend highlighter in the shade Pearl Crush. Just going to be applying this to the high points of the cheekbones like I talked about earlier, and I'm going to be using my highlight brush from Cheek. Not least is lips, and then we'll be done with the tutorial. So first what I'm going to do is go into my Covergirl Expedus Lips Liner, and this is in the shade 200 in the nude. Now I just realized I'm using two Covergirl products in this tutorial. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't plan for that to happen or mean for that to happen. I just hadn't used this highlighter in a while, so I kind of wanted to use it, and yeah. But anyway, I'm just going to be aligning my lips with this before I go with lipstick. going into this e.l.f. lipstick. This is in the shade Cream. I learned about this shade from TikTok, and it's a really pretty cool toned nude, and I love this lipstick. And it's going to look perfect with this eye look today. Alrighty, y'all, so that is it for the Color of the Year makeup tutorial. I really hope that y'all did enjoy this video. I love the way that the eye look turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. We got the dark to the bright and happy, and I just think it's really pretty, and I think they did a really good job this year picking out the Color of the Year. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I'm here for you with new videos every Thursdays, Saturdays, Mondays, and Tuesdays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also give me a follow over on social media as well, so you can keep up with me, you can keep tabs on me, and you can keep a lookout when I post and upload new videos. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in Thursday's video. Bye, my little unicorns.